guys, I'm doing this again. I tried filming this clip so many times and every time it makes me cringe. So we're doing it again, and I also seem to ramble on for ages and just say the same thing over and over again. So my practice for the next few videos is to keep things short, simple and sweet, so you guys don't get bored, because I watch all these really cool channels and I really love how they do their videos, and even though they don't go out and do fun stuff, they get their videos to look really cool. So that's what I want to do, so I'm trying to keep it short. First things first, I have been away from YouTube for 2 weeks. Well, I did stream on Monday and it was really fun. I probably showed some clips from it, and that was really fun. But I haven't posted an actual video, and I know why it is. I hate to say it, but I was in an art block or funk or whatever you want to call it, and it's embarrassing to say that because I always used to say, oh, it doesn't exist, but it does. Especially when it comes to your own art. I do work at a concept art studio, so I have to draw every day, so that's fine because somebody's telling me what to draw. But when it comes to my own projects, I get nervous and I push forward too quickly and I want it to be perfect. And even though I say all this stuff for to my friends and to you guys that, oh, I'll just do it and finish not perfect, it gets to me. So it's paused for the moment. Yeah, I did manage to draw. I'm gonna draw a little bit of a sad drawing while you're watching this. I'm gonna put it on speed drawing so you don't have to look at my face while I'm talking. But that drawing really snapped me out of it, I think. Mostly because it didn't have to be anything. I didn't have to post it. I just wanted to draw something, to draw on my iPad. That's something I want to do more now, is drawing on my iPad, because somehow it's freeing, and it's freeing me away from my big computer and my big tablet fatigue, and it just makes everything a lot simpler, and that's what I like. So yeah, I was in a funk. I had an art block. I didn't know what to draw, and I didn't know how to proceed or what to do, and I have a few steps for myself when I get into those kinds of moods and situations, and they might not be for everyone, but I thought I would share them while you're watching me draw. Is that drawing? Yes. So I have 3 steps, I guess, to how I deal with that. So the first thing I do when I notice that I am not enjoying my drawing, I don't know what to do to make it good, I don't know what to do to make it exactly how I imagine it in my head, and the first thing I do is to push through it. I try to just finish it anyway. Finish not perfect, right? It doesn't matter, I'll just finish it. And sometimes that works, and I can find the mistakes there and then, and I know what to fix, and I know what to do, and it makes everything better, and blah blah blah. But when that doesn't help, which was the case with me, when my illustration just didn't look good and I'm gonna redo it and all that jazz, I go to the second step, which is take a little break. Is it that? Second step. Take a little break. I go away from my drawing, just for a few hours, just for maybe half an hour, and go make some tea, look away, see what can help, and just have a little breather, try to work on something else, and then come back to the project or the drawing I was working on and try to analyze what was wrong. And usually, sometimes I do see what's wrong, and it does help to look at your drawing again with new eyes, and maybe the funk will be over and everything will be solved. But most likely than not, if you're in an art block, that doesn't help, and you're kind of sitting there like, what do I do now? I honestly think that when you are in that block and you're in that funk, go away. Look away. Don't draw for a little bit. Just go do something that you enjoy. Go outside. Just leave it for a few days if you can. If you can't, you still have to push through it. I would also recommend to ask for help if you can't see the problem yourself. Somebody else can probably help you. I'm always here for you guys if you want help, and you can always tag me on Instagram or Twitter, and I will see what I can do. And but I also I know the frustration, I know the feeling, so yeah. So what I do especially is I analyze, I go away from the drawing, I just drop it and I'm like, I'm gonna go back to it later, and I do something completely different. And for me this time it was exercise, because I hadn't exercised for months and I needed to move my body, so I decided to go pole dancing, which was extremely fun, and I'm going back and I'm going back again. It's gonna be my new side hobby, and it really lifts my mood and makes it feel all better. And now I feel like I can tackle again. And what I realized when I had my little break was that I need to do something else, not just focus on one thing. I need to take it slow sometimes, look at what I'm doing, figure out what's wrong and how I want to do stuff, and also not try to do too many things at once. I tried to do this new vlogging thing, which I don't know if people like or dislike. I think people like it, but we'll see. And I also tried to do a big project, so it was just way too much. And I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna start next week. Oh, and also I have to do the monthly illustration next week because I want to save it for Valentine's Day. So that will be coming up as well. Don't you worry. But yeah, I think. So I hope that I'm back. I'm not sure. I will try next week to draw my project Blackbird, and I will also try doing the drawing of the month, the illustration of the month, because I know a lot of people enjoy that and I want to give that to you as well next week, so be ready for that. So something else I wanted to talk about was cameras and filming art. And I actually bought myself a new camera this week, and that is the Canon G7X, and I absolutely love it. I used it for so much this week, and everything that you see in this video will be filmed with the G7X, and I'm just so happy to have a camera that's just point and shoot, and I can just have it in my pocket and I can film whenever I want, and it's easy. So the reason I got it was because I had this, I have this one, and I used this for the longest time, and I didn't even realize until I started trying to film my face that the Fujifilm X-Q2 is absolutely rubbish at filming in general. Filming is really bad at. Pictures, really cool, really cute. I love the pictures that it takes, but the video is absolutely grainy and horrible. So I'll show you some comparisons between all the cameras that I have. Well, I'll show you the other cameras first actually. So the other camera that I have been using to film my face the last few videos is my Canon 7D. And it's really big and really heavy. It's a great camera, but I can never bring it outside, and it's absolutely a giant. So I'm selling this one. If you are interested, I will leave the eBay down below. It's only UK though, so you might not want to buy it. But you know what? Don't buy it. If you're gonna buy a camera to film your art, either use your iPhone or iPad if you have one, or get a point and shoot or a cheap mirrorless camera, because you do not need a DSLR. It's too big, too giant. You can't bring it anywhere. If you're gonna move, you have to bring it with you, and you have to have all this setup to be able to. It's a whole story. So I'll show you the difference between my phone, my Fujifilm camera, my 7D, and my G7X, and I'll show you why I didn't like the Fujifilm for filming. So here's the Fujifilm. It's absolutely horrible. It's super grainy and it's just not fun to film with at all. This is the 7D, and it's really good, but it's really heavy, so you can see that I can barely hold that camera up, and it films really well, but it's just too big. It's too big. Also, I never buy any lenses for it, so what's the use? And then you have my iPhone, which is really blurry and pretty bad. And then you have my G7X, which is great. It looks like the 7D, but it's small, it's compact, and I can bring it with me. So that's the reason why I bought it. So yes, I think that's what I want to say. Okay. let's cue some cats. So before I do anything else, before I end this, and I try to film next week's video with more drawings and try to be productive. I hope you guys don't hate me. There will always be someone who doesn't like the type of videos that I want to make, and I'm sorry that if you don't like this kind of video where I do show more of a vloggy style art thing, I'm sorry, but I really enjoy this myself, but this is the kinds of videos I watch, so I want to make them. And I want to show speed paints, but if you want to see more of how I do stuff, please join one of my live streams and you will be able to ask me anything you want. So, before I end this vlog thing, I'm going to share with you the artist feature of the week. I guess 2 weeks because I didn't do a video last week. But the artist of the week is called The Average Artist on YouTube, and she has just over 100 subscribers, maybe more, I can't really remember, but I'll put it somewhere. But I discovered her a while ago when I was like browsing different like smaller YouTubers, and she has really cute art, and she does art every day, and she actually has a Patreon where she does like a daily comic every day, and I'm really impressed. And also her style of videos is also what I like, so I really like to follow her, and I watch all her new videos, and I really like her. So if you want to go check her out, go check her out. I'll put it somewhere here. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll share with you what I have for this week. So yes, okay, I'm rambling. I love you.